Well, how sick is too sick? A national poll released today by C.S. Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor found that parents are really split, often confused about when to send their kids to school and when to keep them home. 24 Hour News 8's Emily Leonard checked with a local doctor to get some answers, and she has this story all new at 7.
To send them to school or to not send them to school? That was the question for 75% of parents involved in the national survey out of Ann Arbor.
In my house, we never even had a thermometer because I didn't really care what the number was. I more cared what the child looked like.
But appearances can be tricky because it's not always physical symptoms. Sometimes the issue is psychological.
I think every child in school has some stress, whether they admit it or not. And you need to tease out how much of that stress is affecting their physical health, how much of that is affecting their mental health, and how much is just that they don't want to go to school that day.
Dr. Dan McGee from Helen DeVos Children's Hospital says there are some basic red flags to look out for. Fever of 100.4 or above, runny nose and cough, vomiting, diarrhea. In the national survey, symptoms played a big role for parents. Most parents, 80%, were not likely to send a child to school with diarrhea, but significantly less, 58%, for vomiting. A slight fever but acting normally, 49%.
If they're laying around like a limp dish rag, but their temperature is 99, I'm more concerned about that than the child that's running around the house beating up on his brother and has a temperature of 101.
Once the decision has been made to keep a child home, the challenge presents itself again: when to allow them back into school.
I think you can use your child as a gauge, not necessarily have a magic number. If your child is up and running around and feels like he wants to go back to school, send him.
Emily Leonard, 24 Hour News 8.